What's happening YouTube? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are back with the Mark II Audi TT. And if you didn't know, this is the Mark II Audi TT that I bought from a scrapyard. If you want to go and check out the previous videos, we do a review video and everything that's wrong, there is a link in the description below to the play link, so make sure you check that out. And while you're there, why don't you consider pressing that subscribe button. In today's video, we're going to be doing some maintenance and we're going to be giving this engine a full service. And for that service, we have got a new oil filter, a new air filter, some new oil, a pollen filter, and 4 spark plugs. Now, I've serviced some cars in my time, albeit none of them have actually ever been an Audi, so this is a first for me. I'm hoping it won't be too difficult. And I've actually never changed spark plugs on a car before either, so hopefully that won't be too difficult either. But first thing we need to is start the car up and get the engine nice and warm and get the oil nice and warm so it comes out a little bit easier. So let's do that. Engine is running. Now, what I noticed the other day while I was messing with the car is if I can go in here and I can go to check and I can go to engine oil and it tells us the temperature of the oil. So I'm going to leave it on that mode and let the engine get fully up to temperature and let the oil get warm before we start this service. So let's leave the car warming up. Now, for those that have watched the previous video, you'll know that the engine bay was actually covered in rat feces. Rats have clearly been living under the bonnet of this car while it was in a scrapyard. Thankfully we didn't see any, but it now looks a million times better because we have given it a full degrease and a full clean. I'm going to leave the car to get warm, let the engine to get up to temperature, and then we'll make a start. Right, so here we go. Underneath the car we need to get the sump plug out. I've got a 19, so that's our... So we're just about to drain the oil and there's actually a tool here. So just draining the oil, I've grabbed the other camera. This torch is actually underneath, it was in this part here of the car. Let's have a look at it. That's funny, that. So we found this underneath the car. It doesn't turn on, but let's put it on charge and see what happens. Right, so it's on charge, it is flashing. We'll let it charge and we'll see if it works. It's a good find, that. Oh, what a catch. There we go. Filthy, that, innit? Yeah. That's absolutely minging. Next job, we need to take the air filter out and expose. That should now come off. And the air filter is in there. We'll get onto the air filter though, we'll do the spark plug next. Clearly a new one, you can see the difference. And put a 1 coil pack in at some point. Spark plugs that will do. We'll take, I don't want to mix them up, so if I take one out, put it up there. Boom! So, we'll do a quick comparison on this first spark plug. You can see that's our dirty one and our new one. Definitely due to be changed. So let's get the rest of them out and the rest of them back in. Right, so we've just changed the spark plugs, and me and Reese is the helper today. We think this car might have been mapped because it sounds a bit fruity when you start it up. It sounds like it's got like a bit of an overrun, but it's got in it. The spark plugs we took out, I don't know if you're gonna, NGKR spark plugs. These are obviously clearly performance spark plugs, I'm guessing. They look like they've worn fairly well, but we've done it. It's a positive thing that we've done it, I think, for when we resell it. Next, we need to do the air filter. So the air filter is built into the engine cover on these. So what we're going to do. I bet that's just the heat shield that I took off. You know?
You're probably right. From looking through those holes, it doesn't look like the air filter looks bad.
No, it don't, does it? I thought that. What a fucking way to over-engineer something that is. Look at that brand new filter we're changing. It's literally brand new. It actually is literally a brand new filter. Sometimes they have a date on them. Oh yeah. Blueprint Advance. It says 23 on it. It's literally a brand new filter. But hey oh, we're here, aren't we? So air filter is changed. We're going to stick the engine cover back on and the air box back on the car. Then we'll get the oil filter out. Once the oil filter's out, new oil filter in, top the engine up with oil. I think that's it then, is it? Oh no, we've got the cabin filter to do. Next is the oil filter.
Got an extension there?
No, I've got it, I want it. I'm going to get oil all over me here. Told you, didn't I? Next job is our nice new oil filter. This is the one took off. As you can see, it's a little bit worse for wear, to be fair. It's not like the air filter. Bin. So our nice new oil filter is here. We've got a Febby Bilstein, and we've also got some new seals. So I need to unpick the old seal out of this one, out of this housing, and put the new seal in. Last job then is rolling our nice new oil filter. New sealing, give this a wipe down. I've wiped down the underneath of the engine and I've also put the sump pump back in. I'll wipe this down and then we'll get it back on the car. We are ready for oil. We are ready for oil. So I've gone for some Miller's oil C3. It's for Volkswagen's, fully synthetic 5W30. This is what was recommended by pretty much everywhere I've read. There it goes. Right, so we put the oil in. I'm going to fire it up. It'll lose a little bit of oil because it needs to fill up the air filter housing, but we'll fire it up, let it fill up the oil. Turn that off. Let it fire up, fill up the oil filter housing, we'll check it again. Fucking battery's dead. Right, so nightmare, the battery's died. So while the battery charges, we're going to change the cabin filter. So it's on the passenger side underneath the glove box. Underneath it now. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is minging. I don't know when the last time that was changed, but it definitely needed doing. That's disgusting. So a close up of this filter then, the cabin filter, look at this. Definitely needed doing. There's a stamp on the side that says 2011. So this filter's 13 years old and has definitely seen better days. Bit of a comparison then, old, new. Let's get this new one back in and get the dashboard back together. Cabin filter done, as you've just seen, not been replaced for 13 years, was absolutely disgusting, so worth the replacement. We're almost there with the TT, we just need to wait for the battery to charge. Please start. Yes! And that is the end of today's video. The battery's about to die on the camera, so I'll have to be quick. Change the spark plugs, pollen filter, air filter, oil and oil filter. Car is jump to the GoPro to finish it. So as I was saying then, we'll change the oil filter, oil, air filter, pollen filter and the spark plug on the car. Found a couple more jobs that we need to do. Alternator belt probably needs to be replaced. Also I've noticed under the car, the driver's side CV boot is split, so that's an MOT failure. That's something we need to do. So 2 more jobs that we've picked up on. Not major things, but nonetheless we need to get them done ready for its MOT. Ordering some tyres tonight, so we'll get some tyres on it as well. So remember for watching, make sure you comment down below what you think so far, like, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. See you on the next one.